Did you know the human brain begins developing 2 weeks after conception? And in fact, it can continue developing for many years, 20 plus years, well into adulthood. Keep it well fed, keep it well hydrated and well activated, and it can just keep on developing many years later down the track. But sometimes it can slow down. There are things that can disrupt this normal process of development. My name is Christian Flutter. Let's talk about a few things that can help keep our brains growing. I love watching my kids learn, and I love that they have a passion for wanting to learn. They want to get out there and learn new things. My daughter is 9 and she loves reading books. She's always asking me what these different words mean. What does this mean? How come this person's doing that? She's 9 years old and she's currently partway through reading Moby Dick. Ridiculous. My son is 6 and just yesterday we started learning how to play the game of chess. I'm watching as he's learning how different pieces move in different ways, and I'm watching as he's starting to see the big picture and think about how different pieces can work together to form a plan. He was strategizing, and I love that he was making fewer and fewer errors as the game progressed. And in fact, the late Dr. Karen Purvis was very famously quoted for saying that scientists have recently discovered it takes approximately 400 repetitions to create a new synapse in the brain, unless it is done with play, in which case it takes between 10 and 20 repetitions. Now, unfortunately, Dr. Purvis passed away prior to any of this research being published, and as such, we can't draw a lot of conclusions from her statement, but it certainly does tie into the importance of play. Now, why is play important? Well, why do human beings play in the first place? There must be something important to it. So let's look at 2 little things here. First up, let's talk about schooling. Schooling is absolutely important. It's critical. It's a part where we get to learn new information. But what typically happens at school? The majority of kids come in, they sit down, and they get told to learn. Now, the thing with sitting for an extended period of time like that is certainly it's going to have postural ramifications. We, in fact, have talked about this previously. Sitting for an extended period of time is tied into lower back discomfort, neck discomfort, headaches, even the development of anxieties. But we're not here to talk about posture and postural strains. We're here to talk about the importance of play. Active, physical, and cognitively stimulating play has been associated with many things. In fact, let's talk about a few. I've got a cheat sheet here because there's a lot. We're looking at a positive impact on brain growth, a positive impact on brain development, increasing endurance, increasing muscle strength, improved coordination, improving attention, improving respect for rules, improving coping skills, improving self-discipline, improving aggression control, improving conflict resolution, developing respect for others, developing a respect for others' cultures and beliefs, development of language, self-regulation, and literacy skills. As you can see, play has a very important place in a child's development as it helps to promote these really positive aspects behind a child's behavior. Now, what type of games could we possibly do? What games do we think could be helpful for kids when it comes to learning and growing and developing? Well, for the older screen-addicted kids, there are online programs, things like your Lumosities. Now, these have been researched and found to have been of benefit when it comes to helping promote cognitive development and memory development. But what about the younger kids? Now, in younger kids, there are certain things that are going to be quite useful for them, but one of the ones that I really love is climbing trees. If you're a patient of mine, you've probably heard me say, get out and get them climbing some trees. There's a reason for this. Climbing trees involves task planning. We've got to think, now, how am I going to get from the ground here up to the top over there? Okay, so there's a bit of planning involved with this one. We also have to have a bit of risk management. When you're climbing up the tree, you look down and you go, that's a long way down. I need to be careful. They have to start thinking things through. They have to think and plan and plot their courses. They have to develop some self-discipline. It improves muscle strength. It's going to increase their endurance. So climbing trees is an absolutely wonderful mechanism to help develop that human brain. But sometimes tree climbing, it's a little bit wet outside, so it may not be the best option for them. So what else can we do? Well, you can't go past good old-fashioned imaginative play. That's right, doing things, grab a toy, give it some voices, make some sock puppets, building with blocks. These kinds of activities are incredibly useful when it comes to firstly developing your child's brain, but secondly, also improving your parent-childhood bond. So get out there, break up your child's day, have some imaginative play, make things out of clay, go play in the hay. What do you say? I just may. Thank you very much. Happy Gilmore.